Welcome back, everybody, to the Cirque Show 24/7. This is season 3, episode 15 of ABC's Once Upon a Time, entitled Quiet Minds. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, Quiet Minds. Now, this episode was a very powerful, touching, and just a very sad episode because during the promotion and stuff, all the writers and the producers and all the actors, they all said it was like, you know what, somebody big is going to die by the end of this season. They said it, and it was in my head. I was like, okay, I know somebody's going to die this season. I didn't when they said it was going to be a major character, and me thinking major character, I was like, oh, it might be like one of the Seven Dwarfs or something like that. I'm thinking somebody like that, but no, it was a really major character. And it was shocking to me. I didn't really see it coming. I like the way it went about, though. I like the execution of it. It was just a really good episode. It was just tough towards the end. Like the end was just crushing, and I know a lot of people are probably upset and sad and stuff. But yeah, let's get right into this episode. Now this episode, we're the group in Storybook. They're still trying to figure out where the Wicked Witch is and who she is, because they still don't know who she is. We all know as an audience that it's Zelina and stuff like that. But they're still trying to search. They end up figuring out where Neal is, because Neal just kind of pops back up, and they still have the fact that, oh, they just realized that Mr. Gold, Rumpelstiltskin, he's back. So they both kind of show up at the same time. And it's just so much craziness going on. Just craziness ensues with that, because they're trying to figure out like where Neal was all this time. How he get that little brand on his hand. He's got like a little brand that's like engraved in his hand, and you get to figure that out, and you get to learn how that end up going through a year ago in the fairy tale. And so that was really cool because he got to team up with Belle, and we get the candle from Beauty and the Beast. I forgot his name, but you know which candle, the French candle. Yeah, so that was really cool. I thought that the actor who played him, he had the great voice down, just like the guy. I don't know if it was the exact guy from the movie, I don't know, but he sounded just like him. So if that was the exact guy who voiced him like in the cartoon, that's pretty awesome. But they Bay, Belle, and the candle, they team up to just figure out, because Bay's like, yo, I need to find my dad because he can get me back home to my son and stuff. So they team up to try to rescue Rumpelstiltskin. So that was really cool. And like I said, you get to see how he gets that brand, because that's the brand of like the Dark One, and that's like the key and stuff to open up like the Dark One and where he's like at. So I thought that was really cool how they went about that. But what sucks about like that brand and stuff, and how Bay got tricked, like it's like a life for a life. Like if you want Rumpelstiltskin back, whoever opens like the gate to bring him back, they gotta trade lives with Rumpelstiltskin. Basically, like you gotta die. You got to go. So I was like, oh man. But then you figure out that, oh, Rumpelstiltskin, you figure out how he gave away. Just so much happened, guys. So just bear with me. You figure out how he gave away the dagger, or how Zelina got the dagger, or the Wicked Witch got the dagger, because Rumple had it, and he had to choose between Bay and the dagger, and he gave up the dagger, which was really good, because you understand that he's not the same Rumpelstiltskin that he was like in season 1, and he's grown, and he knows what's more important, and that's his son. So he gives up the dagger to try to save Bay, but he ends up putting Bay inside him, so they're now one and the same, and that like spills over into Storybrooke. When Bay shows up out of nowhere and Rumpelstiltskin shows up out of nowhere, and they're kind of switching back and forth, and their heads hurt at the same time, and you understand that they're one and the same. So I thought that was really cool how they tied all that in, and it was just really creative how they tied that in. And this episode had to do about sacrifice, and what would you do for your loved ones and for the people you love, and the bond between the father and his son, and how Bay desperately wants to just get back into Henry's life, and he wants Henry to like remember him and know him as like a hero, as a loving person. And that kind of shows how how Rumple is too, how he had to sacrifice when he was with when he sacrificed himself for Peter, because he did it for Babe and he did it for the people he loved. So I just like that parallel between those two. That was just really cool, and that was just really enjoyable. Enjoy Yeah, that's right. That was just really enjoyable to watch. So I really like how the writers like put that in there. Um, Now, another thing that was really good about this episode, because it had a lot of great moments. So I'm just going to go through like some of the great moments that I liked, like subtle hints and like just little things that they did that you probably looked over. But I was like, you know what? That was a great moment, and I understand why they did that moment. A really good moment that I really enjoyed was when Hook was at the hospital with Bellfire, and he ends up giving Bay like a hug out of nowhere, and Bay's like, "What's going on right now?" And Hook's like, "This is long overdue. This is like a long overdue hug." And it just clicked in my head, like I totally forgot that when Bay went to Neverland, Hook was the first person he met, and they kind of had that relationship for a while until it went all sour, and you understood that Hook really cared for Bay. So when he hugged him, and that was just so uncharacteristic of him, and when I actually thought about it, and when he said something about it, um, that really touched me, and I really liked that moment with Hook. And him doing it because, like I said, when he first did it, I was like, what's going on right now? Just like how Bay was like, what's going on? Why are you hugging me? But then when I thought about it, I thought it was just really, really powerful. Another thing that was really good that totally flew out of my mind too was the whole Regina thing when she meets up with Robin Hood in Storybrooke, and he kind of teams up with her to kind of figure out where the Wicked Witch is in Storybrooke, and that spills over during Fairy Tale Land and stuff like that, and how he has a lot of good flirtation with her, and I like it because you can tell that she was really blushing, and she was taken aback by it, but she liked it. So I like that side of Regina, because you always see her so serious and so evil and just so mean mugging people. So when she gets taken aback by a guy who's really flirting with her, and you can tell that he's interested in her, that was just a great moment. And when she had that flashback, when she saw the tattoo, I was like, I forgot that Tinkerbell, told her that this guy is basically your soulmate, is your one true love. And when she saw the thing, it reminded her, and she ran away because she was scared the first time, and she might be scared again. But she knows who Tinkerbell was talking about. So that's going to be really interesting to see how Regina plays off that. So just little hints and little things that they did today was just smart. It was good. It touched my heart a little bit as a man. You know what I mean? It touched my heart. I liked it. It was really, really good. I love the fact that Emma told Henry, that his father was a good man and stuff, because that Henry had that notion that his father was basically a deadbeat dad. He left his mom at jail and basically stuff like that. So it was good that she told Henry the truth, and I like the fact that Henry is slowly understanding, like, yo, I know, like, we're not here really for a case and stuff. So I'm liking the fact that Henry's not done. So we see that, and that I don't know if I said my theory last week, but I've had this theory ever since like the Wicked Witch thing. Um, Ever since they announced like the Wicked Witch thing, that she's slowly gathering stuff from like the stories. Like, if like Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion, one was missing a heart, a brain, and courage and stuff like that. Well, she's already got the courage from David. The brain is from Rumple, because he's smart and he's crazy, and he's just a thinker. So the brain is from Rumple, and where the heart's coming from, Snow White's kid. So that's what she needs. So I like how they're tying that into the Wizard of Oz. So I thought about that like a few weeks ago. I don't know if I said it, but I think that's what's happening, people. But why does she need all that? Does she need it all to go back to Oz or something like that? Did she get banned, and that's the only way she can go back, if she has courage, heart, and the other one too? Is that what she needs to get back to, like Oz, to like rule over Oz? We don't know, but it's getting very interesting. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I thought it was really good. It was heartfelt. Sad to see Neal go. it was shocking to me. He went out as a champion. You know, he went out strong fighting. He went out sacrificing. So I liked it. What did you guys think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you like the little hints and stuff and like the subtle things? I really enjoyed like the Regina thing. So please let me know. Tell me what you thought about the whole Regina and Robin Hood thing. I really enjoyed that a lot because I want to see her in love, and you know, I want to see her happy. So please like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. And as always, this is the Search Show 24/7. Be easy.